Well, Mark, potentially a tricky match there, and he came back at you and gave it a go, but now you're through to the last 16 again, taking on Joe.
Yeah, it was a good match to be involved in, even though it wasn't the most free-flowing game. There was lots of good safety, some good individual pots, especially from Liam. His long potting at times was frightening. I felt like I'd just done enough to win in a lot of frames, and 10-5 seemed quite comfortable, but it was anything but because he pushed me all the way.
Yeah, how big was the 11th to suddenly go 7-4 as opposed to him being behind only by 1?
Yeah, it was strange because he started the session great and I didn't feel like I'd done much wrong and could have easily lost the first 2 frames, but obviously he left himself a tough brown. Those shots aren't easy, and it was one that he could miss, and I was lucky to clear up and win that frame on the black to keep him a 3-frame advantage, but I always felt like I was in control of myself, so even if I had to win 6-5, I felt like I was in a good place mentally to deal with it.
A very different type of match perhaps against Joe than that which many people would have been expecting, which would have been you against Mark Selby. Do you approach it any differently or not?
Absolutely not. No, Joe's a class act and I expect a real tough match, so I'll have to go out there and play somewhere near my very, very best to have a chance, and Joe will be very, very confident after his win against Mark, so I expect another tough match.
And do you feel a tiny bit more confidence at the Triple Crowns now that you've won one, having done the Masters, that great final against Kyron in January?
It takes a bit of pressure off more than anything, to know that I've finally done it in one of the big 3. I know that I can deal with those big pressure situations when they come up now, so no excuse not to do well here.
Good luck in that one. Well done today.
Cheers.
Betfred, proud sponsor of the World Snooker Championship.